How does the transition from being an engineer to a marketeer comes in a student's life?
Communication skill is not really speaking right English. Seriously, right? It's about ability to tell. It's important. I'm not saying. So it's very important that you speak grammatically correct English or grammatically correct Hindi or whatever language you speak. But it doesn't end there. See, communication is basically connecting with the other person, and therefore it's more about listening than really talking. Yeah. Right? So. And while listening, you're making a mental map and trying to understand if there is, is there an opportunity, or what is the problem that I can solve, or can I recognize a problem that my product or service solves. That is really communication, right? Communication is not, okay, this is my product and then it does 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and then so you buy. No. It's about actually talking to the customer and during his conversation identifying that, okay, which of these features is actually the problem, which of these features can solve that customer's problem, and then not telling the customer the feature which is the way it is written on in your brochure, actually telling it in the language the way he is saying that, okay, this is the problem and then this is how I'm going to solve, not really blurting out different. So I really don't know how that comes. So from that angle, it doesn't really matter whether an engineer or not engineer, seriously, right? But yeah, being an engineer in certain circumstances in terms of technical products and technical services, say IT services or engineering services or heavy engineering, those kind of situations, it's beneficial to have marketing knowledge as well as being an engineer. For example, if I want to sell industrial equipment, it's very difficult for a non-engineer to kind of understand the product itself in the beginning, right? If I am selling project logistics, right, or if I am selling IT services, it's always beneficial to be an engineer of that respective field. Yeah, so that's it. And I think also a good engineer, right? I'm saying good engineer. Has the ability to think logically. Correct. Now, it cuts both ways again. In marketing, you need to be a logical thinker as well as a creative thinker, right? So if engineer only thinks logically because he's an engineer, then he's not going to succeed very well. So on the other hand, if someone is only creative and does not think logically, also doesn't work well. So it's both in marketing, especially unless you are in the creative brand creation, advertising kind of a stuff. But overall marketing, you need to have logical reasoning, logical thinking combined with creative abilities.